What's up guys, Potato here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how you can bridge like a pro. So I'm going to be teaching you how to ninja bridge, which is the most common way to bridge, but also it's the most practical. So I'm going to be teaching you this for Bed Wars, Sky Wars, you name it. It works for anything that you want to bridge with. And I'm also going to be using Hypixel's bridging practice because that gives me the same ping as I would in a Bed Wars game most of the time. And that's really good because it'll just get you used to what you're gonna do. You can use any other bridging practice server though, so you could also do like Bridger Land or anything like that. But let's hop right into the video. Okay guys, so I'm here and I'm in the little practice area on Hypixel. So I'm going to first start off by just giving you an example of what it looks like when someone is actually bridging like it. So just to start off, just a little bit simple, like this. So I can keep going for a long time. I'm not perfect like that, but even though I fell at the end, that's still pretty good. So the main idea first is probably to figure out how to diagonal, no, it's not diagonal bridge, I don't even know what it's called. I'm just gonna call it sneak bridge. So it's like this. So it's different than just doing something like this, because this is way slower. Even just something like this is painfully slow. Just get away from this, however you can. If you have to do this to get away from it, that's perfect. That's so much better, because this will actually, you can rush with this. People play like this and win games. So to start off, you can download a bridging texture pack, which I'm going to leave a link in the description. It isn't actually a texture pack, it's more like an overlay. I'm using it with a different texture pack. It gives you the good crosshair. So what you want to do is you want to line it up like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes it's down here and that works too. But it works best when it's up near the line. And then what you want to do is you want to hold down your right click button, which is the right button on your mouse. Hold down shift, then line it up so that it lines up with this block. Over time, you can use any crosshair because you'll get very used to it. But this is the easiest to use and just most useful thing when it comes to bridging. So now that I have all those done, you really, when you're doing it, though some people click like this, I personally don't. You don't have to click at all. You can just hold it down when you're doing it, because even though it might make like a small time difference, it's only by like a few milliseconds, and it really isn't worth the extra struggle of trying to get the timing right. So now that you've got this down, which pause the video, practice it a couple times. It's really important and crucial that you get this down. It's also time that you learn the next basic thing when it comes to bridging, which is bridging up. So this is where things get a little bit tougher. You have to jump at the right time and then click twice, because you can't really hold it down. That isn't gonna work. So it really isn't that hard. You just place one, then, well, that was a horrible example. Place jump, place jump, place jump, place, place jump, place, place jump, place, place jump, place, and like that. And then eventually you get really good at it. And this is crucial because if someone's bridging up and you really want to be able to meet them up high, so this is very important. Okay, so this is where you got to pay the most attention to, right here. Now that you've got doing a bridge like this down, it's important to figure out a good way to transition into something new. So what I usually do is when I was learning, did something like this. Every other one, just crouch and uncrouch. And you still don't make that bad time. It's better than the first one I showed you. It's the second best thing next to ninja bridging. So, an important note is that you can't, though you can totally do it forever if you want, but if you're really trying to learn how to crouch and uncrouch in Ninja Bridge, then time is just the most important part. Whoa, what the heck? Well, just gonna let that guy be. Time is the most important thing. It takes so much time to learn how to really Ninja Bridge. Like, even now, I just saw I failed twice. Okay, why can't I even do this anymore? Oh my god. So yeah, time, it takes time. But eventually, you can get something like this to start going, and then after you get used to it, after a while, you really will start to get a lot better, and it'll improve how much you enjoy Hypixel and mini games in general. And even on something like the bridge, this is so crucial, because you have to be able to bridge a little. So when you're going up, just do the old one. Just do the one where you do this. It makes no difference to do a squat and unsquat one. It's really much harder, and this is just almost always guaranteed to work. So it's important to just keep with what you know when it comes to bridging upwards, especially because in most scenarios when you have to do that, you're in a PvP scenario and you really can't mess up. So the only thing that is really important to note when you are doing a different kind of bridge, like a squat and unsquat bridge, is to always take your time and be patient when you're first doing it, because it isn't like ever really easy, and it never is easy, but that doesn't mean it is a bad thing. It's really important to learn it even if it isn't easy, because it will really just make the game so much more fun. And the last thing that bridging way that I want to show you guys is diagonal bridging. So this is really tough because this took me a while to figure out. I'm gonna change this to diagonal mode. Diagonal, there we go. So when you're diagonal bridging, you want to line up like this. So to show you a bit of an example, there we go. It really isn't that hard, but for the easiest way to do it, at first, you really can't do something like this. It's just way too slow to do something like this. There really isn't like a better way to do it. So if you really have to go diagonal, it's important to do something like this when you're first starting out, and then going something like this, going like making an L shape, because that'll just make things so much quicker. But if you really do want to do it, you wanna, and you don't want to do it the hard way, just place it just like we were doing earlier. Just hold down the right finger, or the right mouse button, hold it down, and this one takes a little bit more patience and time. You have to wait for both blocks to be placed, and then from there you have to crouch and uncrouch, crouch again. And even now, I'm not very good at it. The best thing that you can do though is if you can click fast, something like this is going to make it a lot quicker. Like that just added like 10 seconds, it took an entire second off. If you can do something like butterfly click, like that was a horrible example, but if you can butterfly click, it is super easy. But I'm not very consistent with this kind of bridge. But yeah, if you do though have to do a diagonal bridge up, this is just really tough. I can't even do it. So if you have to go upwards, I just recommend that you do something like this. Yeah, that's going to be the most helpful. So I really hope that you really got something out of this. If you have any questions, please just add them. Remember to like and subscribe. It really helps out a ton. And It encourages me to make more quality content more often. So I just would like to share this last little clip with you at the very end, because I found it a ton of fun to make, and it's kind of funny. A funny little Hypixel exploit. So, please stay safe. Skip the last part if you want, but please don't. Maybe check out some of my other videos. I'm really trying to grow this channel. It's really, really important to me that I make it bigger. And I'll see you guys next time.